This selfish man just dumps his wife by the roadside. Next moment, a flash flood surges in, swallowing the car whole.
Help!
No! It's all my fault. I couldn't save you.
Rachel never saw it coming. Her marriage was one big joke. The husband she trusted, her best friend, they wanted to kill her. Once the only daughter of the McEntee family dies, this man becomes the direct heir. But at the press conference, Daniel, this selfish man, puts on a show as a devoted husband, acting alongside his mistress.
It's all my fault. If I hadn't taken Rachel in that shock, I could have saved Rachel.
Don't do it, Mr. Burnett. It's not your fault.
Barely 10 hours since the incident, and Daniel has already thrown together a funeral. What they don't know, Rachel is still alive. The force of the flood rips a hole right through the car roof. Rachel blocks it with her bag, then grabs tape to seal it, finally catching her breath. Next, she finds an iron bar in the trunk to prop up the roof.
Help! 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 Can anyone hear me?
But she's already totally buried under mud and debris. Rachel takes a bite of her last piece of chocolate, finally piecing everything together. It's these two, they drugged her water, leaving her caught in the flood. She'll make them pay for what they did. At the press conference, Assistant Ethan's no fool. He steps up to challenge him. Rachel must still be alive. They need to send a rescue team now.
I don't have time for this drama. We need the rescue team right now.
Hearing this, Daniel panics. That's not happening.
It's pouring out there, and lightning could happen any second now. But I also care about the life of every other Team Rescue member.
Ethan can't help but laugh in frustration. Leaving his own wife in danger to perform for the cameras, he's practically auditioning for sainthood. Daniel turns away, his expression shifting completely.
The time comes, I'll decide how hard we really try, Rachel. You just wait to die.
After leaving the venue, Daniel and his mistress Chloe share a moment of relief in the parking lot. Once the McEntees find Rachel's body, the company will be ours. But the mistress panics. What if she's still alive? Daniel lets out a laugh.
I mean, rocks, no food, no water. She's got maybe 3 days, tops.
Daniel and his mistress, thinking they've killed Rachel, rush to Rachel's parents, putting on an Oscar-worthy performance.
Dead Mom, I'm so sorry. I didn't take care of Rachel. I let her go out in the storm. I'm sorry.
Rachel has been trapped for 2 days. Her mother has no hope she's alive. The selfish man seizes the moment to prove his loyalty. Without Rachel, you still have me. I'm like a son to you. But they don't know, Rachel uses her stockings to filter dirty water, managing to survive in the car on 1 chocolate and a few drops of water. Then a new problem hits. The oxygen in the car is running dangerously low, only enough for 1 more day. Rachel bangs the window with her heel, but this side is full of mud pouring in through the crack. In the hospital, Rachel's dad has a severe heart condition, unable to handle things at all. There's no other choice. They have to temporarily hand over the company to these two. This thrills them.
5 years, stuck with her, and every minute make me stink.
With power in their hands, the selfish man and his mistress throw a celebration in Rachel's office.
What a joke. You really thought I was ever your so-called bestie?
They even burst into the shareholders' meeting, announcing publicly,
As her husband, I'm granting Chloe Moritz temporary control as CEO.
Everyone is shocked. A random woman can be CEO? Who do they think we are? The assistant jumps up immediately. Rachel's fate is still unknown. How dare you try to take over?
Who the hell do you think you are?
As a secretary, I know her better than anyone. I'm the only one qualified to take over as CEO.
Assistant Ethan refuses to back down. He swears he'll get Rachel back. In the flood zone, dirty water and mud are almost filling the car.
Go ahead. I just can't accept dying here. While these bastards are over there. I just cannot die here.
Rachel grits her teeth, stabbing hard at the solid earth above. Finally, she feels fresh air.
Fresh air.
At the same time, Ethan organizes a rescue team, heading straight into the disaster area. Rachel is trapped, buried alive in the mud, when suddenly she hears Ethan's voice.
Ethan! Ethan! Help me!
But just then, the selfish man and his mistress arrive, yelling at Ethan angrily.
Ethan, you took a team on the mountain without approval? What do you mean you caused more casualties?
If you don't calm down right now, I'll call 911 and have you explain everything at the police station.
Their argument completely drowns out Rachel's faint cries for help. By the time the rescue team leaves, Rachel is in total despair.
This forest is gonna be your grave.
Right here all alone.
Let's go check on the Ofus. First, their stocks, then everything else.
But Ethan hasn't given up. He pays locals from a nearby village to help, and soon comes good news. They found someone. Hearing this, Daniel and Chloe are stunned.
That's impossible. There's no way she couldn't have survived.
You said you found Rachel? Where is she? Did she come back?
Just wait and see.
They rush to the hospital, but as soon as they enter the ward, bad news hits them like a shock.
We found her, but she was already covered in mud. She was already gone.
She's dead?
She's dead.
With the company almost in their grasp, the selfish man is overjoyed until the next second. The moment the sheet is pulled back, everyone is left speechless with shock. This isn't Rachel at all. So where is Rachel? In the forest, Rachel is about to collapse from exhaustion when, by a stroke of luck, a large chunk of earth slides down the slope, freeing her. She stumbles forward in the rain, limping step by step. Back at the company, Ethan has been completely thrown out by Chloe. But just then, he gets a call from the hospital. Rachel is alive and waiting for him. Watching the selfish man's fake performance on TV, Rachel almost feels sick. Ethan tries to comfort her, but Rachel has changed entirely.
My husband and my best friend would team up to stab me in the back. I screwed out of hell. Nobody can screw me over and walk away clean.
She asks Ethan for a cigarette.
Back then, I was trying to have a baby with this snake, but now I'm not trying to play nice.
Rachel's parents, overcome with grief, are about to transfer all their shares to Chloe. But Rachel isn't worried. She tells Ethan to keep her survival a secret, even from her parents, and to transfer their assets and the company's core secrets, leaving only an empty shell for the selfish man and his mistress. As expected, the two fall right into the trap. Daniel and his mistress, having tried to kill Rachel, are dreaming of becoming billionaires. They decide to go all in and get rid of Rachel's parents, the last obstacles. At the funeral, Daniel sets down 2 urns.
Rachel dies, and then her mother can't take the crushing grief. Follows her daughter. Tragic, poetic.
Rachel's mother is horrified. "I'm your mother, how dare you do this?" The selfish man sneers.
You're Rachel's mother, not mine.
"Do you think I'd be here if not for the company? All these years, I washed your feet, cleaned your house. A grown man working like a maid, trying to please you." Finally, his mother realizes.
You killed her! You and Chloe murderers!
"Dare to harm my daughter and you'll rot in jail." But her phone is snatched away. Daniel smashes the phone, then slaps her across the face.
I was a doorman in your room. Every second of it made me sick to the stomach. You're all such fucking idiots.
But just then, Rachel arrives, dressed elegantly, ready for revenge.
Bravo. Wonderful. Such a great show.
How's that possible? You're still alive?
Yes, I crawled out from hell.
Daniel drops the act completely. "You're a disgusting woman."
I've been drugging you full in drinks every single day. There was no way you were gonna have my kid. Chloe is the only one I love.
Rachel can't believe it. For her fortune, her husband of 5 years teamed up with her best friend. They cheated behind her back and tried to kill her.
I'm gonna finish what I started. I kill you once, and I'll do it again.
Furious, Daniel snaps. "I should have poisoned your water back then, finished you off for good. You have no proof I tried to kill you. After today, you'll never see another sunrise." But Rachel's expression shifts in an instant.
Who said I don't have any proof?
She claps her hands, and dozens of reporters flood in.
So your perfect marriage was a lie? Were you cheating with Chloe Morris the whole time?
So Daniel, do you like my surprise?
How dare you treat me like that?
Cornered, the selfish man tries to attack Rachel, but police restrain him immediately. Rachel steps up and slaps him hard.
That's for dragging my parents' name through the dirt. This is for wasting my years on you. And this is for trying to bury me alive.
The selfish man is still being arrogant. "You think coming back alive means it's over? Chloe's already signed the contract. The company is ours now." What he doesn't know is that back at the company, Rachel's father suddenly gets sharp chest pain. Chloe panics, rushes over, and tries to make him sign the papers. But to her surprise, her father says, "I'll sign after Rachel's funeral."
Don't worry. After the funeral, everything's gonna go smoothly.
Chloe flies into a rage. She's tried being nice, but now she'll use force. She grabs her father by the tie and calls in her bodyguards.
You've no idea how long I've waited for this. It's on her for being so naive. I bet even in hell, she still doesn't realize I was behind it all.
She then yanks her father's hand, demanding he sign immediately or she'll send him to his grave, but he refuses.
Even if you kill me, I'll never sign this contract.
Chloe isn't scared. She threatens him with his wife. "Sign it or I'll send both of you to your graves."
Chloe, you're a monster.
Your wife is now at the memorial service with my beloved Daniel.
The 2 bodyguards pin him down and Chloe finally gets what she wants.
This company is mine.
She's about to have Rachel's father killed when suddenly a voice rings out.
Nobody move.
Chloe is terrified. "What's going on? How are you still alive?" Rachel sneers. "You tried your best, but you still failed." But Chloe laughs loudly.
A lousy husband, clueless parents. But McAntee Group is mine now. You coming back won't change anything.
What Chloe doesn't know is that Rachel's father has known all along about Rachel's plan and has been playing along. Rachel doesn't understand. She was always good to Chloe, so why the betrayal?
Good to me? Don't kid yourself. You were tossing me your leftovers, hand-me-down purses, makeup you didn't like, jewelry you never wore.
Rachel is furious at her words. You act like I owe you something. You're just an ungrateful snake. In the end, Chloe ends up with nothing but an empty contract. Rachel smirks.
Today, I'll teach you one last lesson. The South Bank deal is tanking. You will need about 7 million. And also, West Coast Resort has no funds. You will also need about 50 million.
Besides the debts, you and that selfish Daniel will soon be reunited in prison. This short drama is The Queen Reclaims Her Throne. If you like this short film, don't forget to like and subscribe. There will be more exciting short drama recaps coming up. See you next time.